What up, guys? Your girl Talkaboutitakinah. I am Takina, and I am here to talk about it. And we today are talking about my most favorite topic, and that is astrology. Today's title, as you see, Unboxing Astrology, and we will be unboxing all of the zodiac signs. We will be cutting the fat out of astrology. Okay, we're going to get to the meat, and I don't even eat meat, so yeah. We're going to jump right into it, okay? I'm excited because I know I've been MIA and I've been recording videos. I've had stuff going on, health issues and whatnot. So I'm back and better than ever. So we're going to get into it, okay? So I'm going to be popping in and out. I've already tested everything. The best way to give it to you is head on. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it to you front and center, get some popcorn, and let's get into unboxing astrology. We're talking about all the zodiac signs, all the planets, all the dates. We're going to be talking about a lot, okay? So I'm going to do this, and we're going to start off with a lovely quote because you guys know that we do nothing but positivity on this channel. So I'm also speaking to myself. I've done pretty good these last couple of days. Um, I said days. I mean months. We talking months. So the quote is, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So that's exactly what we are about to do. So let me go ahead, and my screens are like backwards here. So we're unboxing astrology. And when I tell you I am so excited about this video, I have worked on this for months. Okay? Months. So when I tell you that there's no questions that will go unanswered after you watch this video, I'm not kidding. This video is going to cover everything, okay? Everything. All the zodiac signs, all the symbols, everything. The planets, the moons. So when someone's like, "Oh, what's your sign?" and people are always like, "We're not all alike." Yeah, now you will understand when people say not every Scorpio is the same. You'll be able to say, "Okay, so what's in your charts?" We gonna get into it. Okay. All right. So there is a geocentric model that I will be using. There's different models. We are using the geocentric astrological. I'm too excited. Y'all can't tell. Astrological cosmology, I think I said that right, is based on a geocentric, earth-centered model of the universe. This is the difference from the heliocentric, sun-centered model that modern astronomy uses. In the geocentric model, the earth is at the center, and everything else, the sun, the moon, the planets, and the stars, revolve around it. This model is used because astrology is concerned with how the cosmos affect life on Earth. So this is what we're talking about. Again, there's other models. They not accurate. We just gonna say they're not accurate. Okay. I know someone's gonna say, but that's not correct. To each their own. Okay. Tomato, tomato. Now I'm gonna pop myself out so you guys can fully see everything on the screen. We are talking about, this is a zodiac chart. So this is what you usually see. So we're going to break down. I'm literally going to break down everything that you're looking at so that when you look at this moving forward or refer back to this video, because you're definitely going to want to save it, you'll know exactly what everything means from this point forward. So the first row, you have your zodiac signs. You have Aries is the first zodiac sign. Aries there will always be in this order, okay? So you have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. These are in order 1 through 12, okay? The next is the dates. Now let me pop back in. Real quick and say this for y'all to hear me, okay? If someone says I'm on the cusp, there's no such thing, okay? If you're born on the last day of a zodiac sign, that is your sign. I'm saying that because I used to be like, oh yeah, so and so's on the cusp. I used to say it. And I followed someone that was like adamant. There's no such thing as being on the cusp. Okay. There's no zodiac sign that says you are between these two signs. Because when someone goes to pull your birth chart, it's going to reflect based off the exact day you were born. So if you're, let's say, April 19th, and that's Aries, the last day of Aries, and Taurus starts April 20th, you can't say I'm on the cusp. You are an Aries, okay? Cusp is not a sign, okay? So let's get back into it, okay? So now you can see these are the dates. So you have March 21st through April 19th is Aries. Those are the dates in between. If your birthday falls on one of those dates, in between that, that is your sign. A lot of people are like, I don't know what my zodiac sign is. When's your birthday? Whenever your birthday falls in between these dates is what sign you are. So you have Aries is March 21st through the 19th. Taurus is April 20th through May 20th. Gemini is May 21st through June 20th, and so on. So these are the dates, and we're going to go further into these. I have more videos coming up where I'm going to be speaking about each individual zodiac sign, okay? So right now we're just going to kind of go over everything in a whole, and let's see here. Next week, starting next week, I will be dropping the Aries videos, part 1 and part 2. The following week, it'll be Taurus, part 1 and part 2, and so on. So for the next following 12 weeks, I will be dropping part 1 and part 2 for each zodiac sign in particular. Next, you have your elements, okay? Your element is fire, earth, air, water, okay? If you look on this chart, when it comes to astrology, there's so many connections, like patterns. So when you look at the element and the quality, there's patterns with them, and they will never be the same. So when it comes to the element, there's 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water. When you comes to the quality, and again, I'm going to get into each one of these sections individually, but the quality, there's only 3 of those. So it's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. If you look at Aries, you have fire and cardinal. Taurus is earth and fixed. Gemini is air and mutable. Cancer is water and cardinal. With Leo, it goes back to the top of, fire, but now it's with fixed instead of with Aries, fire was with cardinal. So if you look, there's 12 zodiac signs. There's 4 elements that repeat through each zodiac sign. And then with equality, there's 3 that repeat. They will never be the same. You'll never have a zodiac sign that both of them are earth immutable or air and cardinal. You'll never have that. And that's the main thing that people will be like, we're not all the same. No, not every sign is the same, right? And then, so you have your quality, which is cardinal, fixed, immutable. I'll explain those in the next coming slides. Next, you have your symbols. So you have the ram for Aries. You have the bull for Taurus. People always saying Taurus are bullheaded. Gemini is the twins. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Cancer is the crab. Leo is the lion. Virgo is the virgin. Libra is the scales. I'm going to tell you now, people think that Libra they're always weighing out their options. No, Libras are so indecisive. It's not about weighing out options or what, they're indecisive as hell. Scorpio is the scorpion. Sagittarius is the archer. Capricorn is the sea goat. Capricorn is not a goat, it's the sea goat. Okay? You have Aquarius, that is the water bearer, and Pisces, which is the fish. So we're going to get into each of these individually. Let's move on to the next one. So we have the signs by date. Okay? Again, there's no cusp. So Aries is March 21st through April 19th. Aries is a cardinal fire sign ruled by Mars. Aries is associated with courage, initiative, competition, and assertiveness. Aries energy is pioneering and passionate, but also can be impulsive and confrontational. Next, you have Taurus. Taurus is April 20th through May 20th. Taurus is a fixed earth sign ruled by Venus. Taurus is associated with practicality, reliability, sensuality, and appreciation of beauty. Taurus energy is stable and grounded, but can also be stubborn and resistant to change. I will add that I am a Taurus, and maybe some of that is true. Okay? We're not talking about me right now, though. Next, we have Gemini, which is May 21st through June 20th. Gemini is a mutable air sign ruled by Mercury. Gemini is associated with communication, curiosity, adaptability, and intellect. Gemini energy is versatile and sociable, but can also be inconsistent and indecisive. My son is a Gemini. I would say some of that is correct. Maybe all of it. Let's just say all of it. Next, we have Cancer, which is June 21st through July 22nd. Cancer is a cardinal water sign ruled by the moon. Cancer is associated with emotion, nurturing, intuition, and home. Cancer energy is caring and protective, but can also be moody and overly sensitive. Next, we have Leo. Leo is July 23rd through August 22nd. Leo is a fixed fire sign ruled by the sun. Leo is associated with creativity, pride, creativity, pride, generosity, and self-expression. Leo energy is warm, enthusiastic, but can also be arrogant and self-centered. My brother-in-law is a Leo, and he's the only Leo, other than my dang dog, that I'm like, okay, y'all cool. Other than that, and most Leos are cool, but again, they have a very strong energy. I have Leo friends and whatnot, but they have a very strong energy. You gotta know who you're dealing with, especially with Leo. Virgo is August 23rd through September 22nd. Virgo is a mutable earth sign ruled by Mercury. Virgo is associated with analytical thinking, service, practicality, and attention to detail. Virgo energy is meticulous and hardworking, but can also be overly critical and worrisome. My sister, my dad, nephews, a couple friends, they're Virgos. This is 100% accurate. Let me just say that. I love y'all. It's accurate. Not even in a bad way. It's good. Next, we have Libra. So Libra is September 23rd through October 22nd. Libra is a cardinal air sign ruled by Venus. Libra is associated with harmony, diplomacy. Don't make fun of me, y'all. Balance and aesthetics. Libra energy is sociable and peace-loving, but can also be indecisive and reliant on others. I don't know about reliant on others, but one of my best friends is a Libra, and this is so accurate. So accurate. Even down to her job. So this is very accurate. through November 21st. Scorpio is a fixed water sign ruled by Mars and Pluto. Scorpio is associated with intensity, transformation, power, and passion. Scorpio energy is deep and magnetic, but can also be secretive and possessive. And again, I said my daughter is a Scorpio. She is true to her sign. She's actually a double Scorpio. Um, very accurate, very accurate, very accurate. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is associated with optimism, freedom, philosophy, and adventure. Sagittarius energy is expansive and enthusiastic, but can also be very overconfident and tactless. Now, let's talk about some Sagittarius. For some reason, I have a lot of Sagittarius around me. And not even right now. I have a couple around me at the moment, but um in the past, like Sagittarius all the time. Again, I'm a Taurus, so there's a lot of signs that just around me a lot, like Virgos, Sagittarius. Um at one point it was Taurus, but now, I it's just about me. So it's just me. No, I'm kidding. Um, but yes, Sagittarius, this is accurate. We're gonna get into them deeper. Like, I just want to just vomit all this knowledge that I have. Again, I've been working on this for months. So I'm like super excited about putting this out. So I'm gonna try and like hold it in until I get to the other videos where I can speak specifically about those signs. But what I'm putting out here, and people will be like, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. That's not accurate. That's not how the Libra is that I know. Okay, we're going to get into why. We're going to get into it. Let's keep moving though. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is associated with ambition, structure, discipline, pragmatism. I may have said that wrong. Y'all don't come from my life, okay? Capricorn energy is responsible and disciplined, but it can also be pessimistic and overly cautious. I know a few Capricorns, and again, this is accurate. Now, let me say, this is all based on research that I've done. This is not my personal opinion. So I even threw myself under the bus. I'm not being, you know, picky or putting out certain information based on, I'm being fair to all signs, even myself, okay? We being fair around here. Now, moving on, we got Aquarius. Aquarius is January 20th through February 18th. Aquarius is a fixed air sign ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Aquarius is associated with innovation, individuality, intellect, and humanitarianism. Aquarius energy is progressive and eccentric. Progressive. Okay, I said it right. I said it right. But can also be aloof and rebellious. I know a handful of Aquarius, and again, this is accurate. People get tired of me because I be like, "What sign are you? When's your birthday?" I'm one of those people. It's fine. I need to know who I'm dealing with. I'm not going to categorize you because you're just a Libra or you're just a Leo. I need to know specifically who I'm dealing with. Last, we have Pisces. Pisces is February 19th through March 20th. Pisces is a mutable water sign ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Pisces is associated with empathy, intuition, imagination, and spirituality. Pisces energy is compassionate and dreamy, but can also be an escapist and overly sensitive. I know a lot of Pisces. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all know what I'm about to say. Let me take a sip of my water. This ain't accurate. Y'all thought y'all knew what I was gonna say. I know a lot of Pisces, and there's some things missing, but we not talking about that right now. Let's move on. So next we have the archetype. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's fine. We all human. We make mistakes. So we have the archetype and the symbol. You're probably like, what is that? So when you look up a zodiac sign, you'll either see the archetype or the symbol. I'm finna show you, okay? I'm getting to it. Don't rush me. So Aries is the ram, okay? The archetype of a warrior. The sign is characterized by initiative, courage, and competitive spirit. The symbol of Aries, the ram, represents assertiveness and leadership. Okay. You're going to see what I mean. I have a chart, so I'm going to physically show you, but I want to explain it first. We're going to get there. And I'm going to try and speed it up. This video, if you're watching, is going to be long because there's so much to unbox that I did not want to put it in 2 videos. I wanted to give you to you all at once and then break down each individual sign. So if you're watching, it's going to be long. I'm warning you now, but this is going to be the best video you've ever watched when it comes to astrology. Taurus, the bull. Taurus is the archetype of the builder. The sign is known for being grounded, practical, and patient. The symbol of Taurus, the bull, represents strength and tenacity. Okay. Gemini, the twins. Gemini is the archetype of the communicator. The sign is characterized by curiosity, adaptability, and a love of variety. The symbol of Gemini, the twins, represents duality and versatility. Cancer, the crab. Cancer is the archetype of the nurturer. This sign is known for being sensitive, nurturing, and protective. The symbol of Cancer, the crab, represents a hard outer shell protecting a softer interior. Leo, the lion. Leo is the archetype of the performer. I can't talk. I need, yeah, don't mind me. This sign is characterized by creativity, warmth, and a desire to be center stage. The symbol of Leo, the lion, represents bravery and regality. Virgo, the virgin. Virgo is the archetype of the healer. This sign is known for being meticulous, analytical, and a service-oriented. The symbol of Virgo, the Virgin, represents purity and precision. Libra, the scales. Libra is the archetype of the diplomat. This sign is characterized by balance, harmony, and a focus on relationships. The symbol of Libra, the scales, represents balance and justice. Scorpio, the scorpion. Scorpio is the archetype of the detective. This sign is known for being intense, passionate, and probing. The symbol of Scorpio, the scorpion, represents mystery and transformation. Sagittarius, the archer. Sagittarius is the archetype of the explorer. Okay, they like to explore. This sign is characterized by a love of freedom, adventure, and truth. The symbol of Sagittarius, the archer, represents a quest for knowledge and truth. Capricorn, the sea goat. Sea goat. Capricorn is the archetype of the manager. This sign is known for being disciplined, practical, and ambitious. The symbol of Capricorn, the sea goat, represents resilience and determination. Aquarius, the water bearer. Aquarius is the archetype of the humanitarian. This sign is characterized by individuality, innovation, and a desire for progress. The symbol of Aquarius is the water bearer, represents the distribution of knowledge and ideas. Pisces, the fishes. Pisces is the archetype of the dreamer. This sign is known for being compassionate, spiritual, and imaginative. Imaginative. I can talk. The symbol of Pisces, the fishes, represents the spiritual depths and fluidity of emotion. Okay? When you think about someone that you know, or a few people that you know, that, sorry, I had to grab something, that is in one of these signs, once you watch all of this video, everything about someone you know makes 1,000% sense. Like, my mom is a Capricorn. She has been a manager. She's managed. And even when she's not, she's still playing the role of manager. They want to be in charge. They want to manage. Good or bad, however you look at it, they want to be at the top. They want to be the head. Taurus. What other sign? What do we have here? Aquarius. So when you think of signs and you're like, this sign is blah, blah, blah. Now you're like, okay, wait a minute. When someone says, oh, a Taurus is bullheaded, now you can be like, okay, but this is why. Like, I had to make this video so I could be like, but this is why. Okay, so moving on. Now, this is the chart that I was talking about. This shows you the zodiac symbol, the archetype, and the house that it falls in. Okay? So let's take a quick second to dissect this so you understand what you are looking at. So in the center of this chart, you have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 12. That is each sign. Remember, I said Aries is always number 1, Taurus 2, 3. So it'll be like, what house is this? They fall in the first house or the second house, the third house, the fourth house, the fifth house. Outside of that, you have all your planets. So if you were paying attention when I was talking about each of the signs, and it'll say, oh, this planet or this sign is ruled by Venus, or this sign is ruled by the moon. These are all the planets that is ruled by each sign. Okay. Outside of that, you then have your zodiac symbol. Okay. So, for example, if you look at Aquarius, that is the water symbol. Capricorn is the sea goat. It is a sea goat. Even I found that out. I just found that out. I didn't know what it was. Thought it was a ram. And it's not, because that's Aries. So when you look up when you look up astrology, you'll either see the zodiac symbol or the archetype. So above Aquarius, you have the water bearer. They're pouring water. Pisces, you have the two fish. You will always see two fish. Libra, you see the scales. Scorpion, you will always see a Scorpio. Sagittarius is half man, half horse. Or as my husband says, half man, half amazing. Gemini, you see the twins. Cancer, you see the crab, and so forth. Leo is the lion. Virgo is the virgin, right? So that's a symbol, and that is the archetype. So whatever that means to you, like let's say you want to go and get a tattoo, you'll either be getting the bull, which is the archetype, or you will get the symbol of the bull. Gemini, like some of ours look the same. Libra, some don't. Like Scorpio, that's not a scorpion. Sagittarius is arrow. Capricorn looks so weird. Capricorn and Leo always confuse me. I get them mixed up if I don't pay attention. So there you have it. Take a screenshot of that if you need to, or again, save this video under your watch later or however you save it. You're going to want to refer back to, because I'm telling you, once I unbox all this, you're going to be like, oh my God, it will all make sense. Next, we're going to talk about the modes. What are the modes? I'm going to tell you. Remember that thing that I was talking about cardinal, fixed, all of that? So the first one is cardinal. These signs are initiators. They are natural leaders and trendsetters who are full of energy and possess a driving force that pushes them to start new projects and makes things happen. Okay? So remember how Taurus is a fixed, or Sagittarius is immutable, or I think Pisces was mutable. This is about to explain all of that. So the cardinal signs are Aries. If I would have just waited, I would have told you what signs fall under. Yeah. Don't mind me. So cardinal signs are Aries, which is fire, Cancer, water, Libra, which is air, and Capricorn, which is earth. It makes a difference of if you're cardinal and fire, cardinal and water, cardinal and air, or cardinal and earth. It makes a huge difference in how you live your life and how you choose to do the things that, how you live your life. Let's just leave it at that. Next, we have fixed. These signs, let me move this out of the way really quick. Can I get rid of that? There we go. Okay. So these signs are stabilizers. They're determined, reliable, and persistent. Once they set their mind on, let me move. Don't mind me. I'm doing too much. Once they set their mind on something, they stick to it until completion. They tend to resist change and prefer steady progress. I'm multitasking over here, guys. Don't mind me. So the fixed signs are Taurus, earth, Leo, fire, Scorpio, water, Aquarius, air. So these are the fixed signs. You have your cardinal signs, you have your fixed signs, and next you have your mutable signs. These signs are adapters. They are flexible, versatile, and embrace change. They have a knack for going with the flow and adjusting to new circumstances. They often serve as the bridge to a new season and a fresh start. These signs are Gemini, air, Virgo, earth, Sagittarius, fire, and Pisces, water. And bring that back. Go over here. Okay. So now you have the elements. Okay. Elements describe the main motivation behind one's actions. Okay. Oh, I should turn my sound off. That was my sister. Okay. So water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are motivated by emotions. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are motivated by ideas. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are motivated by communication and information. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are motivated by common sense and practicality. Fire signs. These signs are associated with action, passion, and spirit. They are enthusiastic, bold, and instinctive. Fire signs often have a zest for life and a desire to express themselves. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Your earth signs. Let me move this out the way again. These signs are associated with practicality, stability, and in the material world. They are grounded, reliable, and seek security. Earth signs are often concerned with what is tangible and real. I emphasize real. Let me see. I can't do all these screens. I emphasize real because I'm a Taurus. We are all about what's real, okay? So the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See where my mouse is over here. Air signs. These signs are associated with intellect, ideas, and communication. They are sociable, rational, and love to analyze and solve problems. Air signs are often concerned with concepts and ideas. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Then you have your water signs. These signs are associated with emotions, intuition, and subconscious. They are sensitive, empathetic, and deeply in tune with their feelings. Water signs are often concerned with emotional connections and understanding. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Again, think about all the people you know. Let me pop back in here real quick. Think about all the people you know, and now it will start to make sense about how they are, because it's not just about them being a Taurus or a Leo or Aries. There's other things that affect their birth chart. So let's move on. Okay, so this is a lot. Let me pop back out. So you have all your houses. Remember, I said there's the first house, the second house, the third house. So these are all the houses. And we're going to get into these individually. Let me make sure before I say that. Okay, wait. Yes. So we're going to talk about them individually. Let me go back. Moving too fast. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. So I'm going to go through these really quick. I had to make sure what my slides were. The first house, the house of self. This house is about identity, physical appearance, and self-image. It is also associated with new beginnings and initiatives. This sign on the cusp of this house is your ascendant or rising. Okay? So remember, I know it's a lot of information. That's why you're going to come back and watch this video again and take notes. Okay? Second house, house of value. This house covers matters related to material possessions, personal finance, and self-worth. Second house is Taurus. First house is Aries. If you know what Aries, they're about their business. They're about their business, right? And starting new businesses. Second house, Taurus, personal finances, self-worth. I'm on top of the bills. Like, okay, this needs to be paid. Then, self-worth, self-love. That is my whole channel. Whole channel is about self-love. Okay. Third house, house of communication. This house, Gemini. This house is about communication, thinking patterns, early education, and relationships with siblings and neighbors. My son is all about his family. Mostly his siblings. Let me keep it real. Fourth house, house of home and family, Cancer. This house represents your home, family, ancestry, and your inner emotional self. The sign on the cusp of this house is also known as your IC, and I cannot pronounce it. So y'all can come for my whole life. I don't even care. Imum Coli. Imum Coli. Imum Coli, maybe. Fifth house, house of pleasure. Fourth house was Cancer. Fifth house is Leo, house of pleasures. Leo's like luxury. This house is associated with creativity, romance, hobbies, pleasure, and children. Okay. So Leos love freedom financially. Financially free. That is a Leo. Sixth house, you have your house of health and service. That is your Virgo. This house covers daily routines, work, health, and practical service. My dad and sister, yeah, on top of it. Seventh house is Libra, house of partnerships. This house is all about this house is about all kinds of partnerships, including marriage, business partnerships, open enemies. The sign on the cusp of this house is your descendant. Your eighth house, which is Scorpio, house of transformation. This house represents transformation, death, rebirth, joint finances, and matters related to psych and occult. Your ninth house, the house of philosophy, Sagittarius. This house is about higher education, philosophy, religion, law, culture, and foreign travel. Most of the Sagittarius I know are all about, they're so I cannot. I'm not even going to do it to myself. They're all about philosophy, okay? And they're all about religion, law, and travel. I have not yet met a Sagittarius that does not fall into his sign or her sign to a T. The 10th house, which is Capricorn, house of social status. This house represents career, reputation, and public image. The sign on the cusp of this house is your midhaven MC. So there's another chart that I'll show at the end that you'll see your Imam Coli, your midhaven, all of that. I told you, I got you. The 11th house, which is Aquarius, house of friendships. This house covers friendships, hopes, dreams, and group activities. And then the 12th house, Pisces, the house of unconsciousness. This house is associated with unconsciousness, secrets, karma, and spiritual realization. Most, not all, but most Pisces do not believe in a God. They don't, or they don't practice religion. I won't say that they don't believe in a God, but they don't practice religion. They're not big on holidays, things like that. So again, this is why. Okay, so we're going to move into the next one and break it down individually, because each house, there's all the houses, and then each of the houses fall into different categories. So the life houses are houses 1, 5, and 9, and I can't come up with them off the top of my head. I know Aries is 1. That's all I can give you. The first house is the house of self. So again, remember Aries. You'll have to go back and remember what signs are what for each house. But the first house represents the self, personality, appearance, and initial impressions we make on others. The fifth house, house of pleasure, associated with creativity, romance, hobbies, and children. The ninth house, the house of philosophy, that I know is Sagittarius, relates to higher learning, philosophy, religion, law, and foreign travel. I'm trying to speed it up because, again, I said this video is going to be long. So when you have some free time, okay? Forewarning you. Material houses, 2, 6, and 10. I could tell you 2 is Taurus because that is me. Material houses, these houses are connected to material security and practical aspects of life. The second house, the house of possessions, represents material possessions, self-worth, and personal finances. Sixth house, the house of health, associated with daily routines, health, and service to others. That is Virgo. And 10 is Capricorn. I know this because fire signs, or what, y'all know what I mean. The 10th house, social status, relates to career, reputation, and public image. Relationship houses are 3, 7, and 11. These houses deal with our relationships and interaction with others. The third house, the house of communication, represents communication, intellect, and information. The seventh house, the house of partnerships, associated with relationships, marriage, contracts, and business partnerships. 11th house, the house of friendships, relates to friendships, groups, social causes, and hopes and dreams. Psychic houses, your psychic houses are 4, 8, and 12. These houses are associated with the soul, the subconscious, and spiritual development. The fourth house, the house of home and family, represents home, family, roots, and our emotional foundation. The eighth house, the house of transformation, is associated with transformation, death, rebirth, and joint resources. The 12th house, the house of unconsciousness, relates to the subconscious, hidden aspects, secrets, and spirituality. Okay, so now there's more, and I'm going to butcher this. I've already tried to pronounce these 1,000 times. I'm going to butcher it, but you see it, okay? The angular, succedent, and cadent houses, cadent, I don't know, cadent. The categories of angular, succedent, and cadent further classify these houses. So angular houses 1, 4, 7, 10. These are the most powerful houses connected to action and activity. They correspond to the cardinal signs of the zodiac. Okay. Succeedent houses 2, 5, 8, and 11. These houses are related to security and resources, both material and immaterial. They correspond to the fixed signs of the zodiac. And the cadent houses 3, 6, 9, and 12. These houses are connected to learning and adaptation. I'm saying it wrong. It's fine. To the life's experiences. They correspond to the mutable signs of the zodiac. Find my mouse here. Okay. So again, going back to this chart, you have your houses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It's all coming together. It's all going to make sense. Okay. We're going to keep going. Again, if you need to screenshot. Now we're going to talk about the planets after I drink my water. Okay. So you have the planets, and I couldn't find a better picture. This is the best I could get. But you have the sun, you have Mercury, Venus, the moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the planets. Oop. So the planets in astrology play one of the central roles. There are 10 of them in the modern Western astrology, and each of them shows one dimension of a complex and sophisticated system of human being. They are energies that we express into the world and compel us to certain actions or behaviors. Below is a very short general list of what each planet represents. I cannot talk, but it's later in the day. It's fine. So the sun represents the ego and the spirit. So for an example, Leo is ruled by the sun, ego and spirit. The moon is emotions and subconscious mind. So whatever sign falls for your moon, that part of that sign is emotions and subconscious. Mercury is mind and speech. Venus, love and pleasure. Mars, action and passion. Okay, like Taurus is ruled by Venus, love and pleasure. My mouse is all over the place. Jupiter is ruled by, I believe, Sagittarius, beliefs and morals, philosophy. Saturn, boundaries and discipline. Uranus, independence and rebellion. Neptune, dreams and illusions. Pluto, transformation and power. Okay. Aries, ruled by Mars. Aries is imbued with energy, courage, and initiative. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is associated with love, beauty, and sensuality. Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Gemini is linked with communication, intellect, and versatility. Cancer, ruled by Moon. Cancer is associated with emotions, nurturing, and intuition. Leo, ruled by the Sun. Leo is linked with vitality, confidence, and self-expression. Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Virgo is associated with analysts, service, and practicality. Libra, ruled by Venus. Libra is linked with harmony, partnerships, and balance. Scorpio, traditionally ruled by Mars, in modern astrology by Pluto. Scorpio is associated with transformation, power, and intensity. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is linked with expansion, philosophy, and optimism. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is associated with discipline, structure, and ambition. Aquarius, traditionally ruled by Saturn, and in modern astrology ruled by Uranus. Aquarius is linked with innovation, rebellion, and humanitarianism. And Pisces, traditionally ruled by Jupiter, and in modern astrology by Neptune. Pisces is associated with spirituality, dreams, and compassion. Now, personal planets. These planets move quickly through the zodiac and are closely linked to your personal characteristics and day-to-day life. So the sun represents your core essence, your ego, vitality, and self-conscious. Moon represents your emotions, instincts, habits, and unconscious reactions. Mercury governs communication, intellect, and how you process and express information. Venus relates to love, beauty, harmony, and how you relate to others. Mars rules energy, drive, ambition, and how you assert yourself. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, optimism, and abundance. Saturn rules structure, limitations, responsibility, and discipline. Oh, wait, hold on. Those were the social planets. They move a bit slower and are connected to societal and generational trends, as well as individual growth and maturity. Your transpersonal planets, these are the slowest moving planets and are associated with collective trends and generational influences. They often bring about profound transformation. So you have Uranus, symbolizes innovation, rebellion, freedom, and sudden change. Neptune governs dreams, illusions, spirituality, and compassion. Pluto represents transformation, power, regeneration, and unconsciousness. All right, my mouse is all over the place here. So again, you have all the planets. So I'll go over these really fast. The sun represents your core self, your vitality, your energy. It signifies what truly makes you, you, including your identity, ego, and path in life. The moon represents your emotional self, your instincts, your unconscious. It shows how you react to situations emotionally and your natural instincts. Mercury rules communication, intellect, and reasoning. It determines how you think, communicate, and process information. Venus represents love, beauty, and attraction. It shows how you approach relationships, and what you value and what brings you pleasure. Mars. Mars rules drive, energy, and aggression. It represents your willpower, determination, and how you assert yourself. Jupiter represents growth, expansion, and luck. It's about your ability to grow, learn, and expand both physically and intellectually. Saturn represents structure, discipline, and challenges. It shows where you'll face challenges and restrictions and where you'll need to cultivate discipline and responsibility. Uranus represents change, revolution, and unconventional. It's about your need for freedom, innovation, and rebellion against status quo. Neptune rules dreams, intuition, and spirituality. It's about your spiritual self, your dreams and illusions, and your connection to the collective unconscious. Pluto represents transformation, power, and rebirth. It shows where you'll face the need for profound change and transformation, and where you'll grapple with issues of power and control. Chiron, which I think I'm pronouncing that right, known as the wounded healer, Chiron represents our deepest wounds and how we heal others through our own experiences. It's about healing, transformation, and personal growth. North Node. The North Node represents your life's purpose or karmic direction. It's about what you're striving for in this life, your mission, and where you're headed. And your South Node. The South Node represents your past lives and the qualities you're moving away from in this life. It's about your comfort zone, what's familiar, and the qualities you're learning to let go of. Again, back to the chart. Now, this lovely chart breaks down so much. Again, another thing you're going to want to screenshot. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this chart. Again, screenshot it, refer back to it. At the top, you have your modes: Cardinal, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Fixed, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Mutable, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. You have your elements straight across to the right side. You have your fire, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You have your planets right below that: personal, Sun and Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, social, Jupiter and Saturn, transpersonal, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. To the left of that, on the opposite side, you have your houses: life, 159, material, 2, 6, 10, relationships, 3, 7, 11, psychic, 4, 8, 12. Then you have your angular, your succedent, and cadence. Then, if you look at the chart, you have your west, your east, and then you have your medium coli, you have your midhaven, your descendant, your ascendant, and then the immune coli down at the bottom that separates the charts. So you can take a look at this. You have your above the horizon, below the horizon. Down at the bottom in the lower left-hand corner, you have Aries, Taurus. You have all your signs with the symbols. You have your nodes. I didn't really touch on those. You have your elements down at the bottom. Aspects, I didn't touch on those. And then to the right, you have your planets. So you have all your planets there. And again, here's another chart to show you fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You would think Aquarius is water. A lot of people think that Aquarius is water, but they're not. And then water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So now here's another chart that has your symbols, your signs, your dates, your themes, and your elements. So take a look at this. You have Aries, purification, calcination, Taurus, congelatin transformation. I'm not even finna mess myself up. But again, this is just connecting the dots to everything I've talked about thus far. Okay? So, I'm throwing myself on the chopping block. That was everything. So, I am going to do my own chart reading for you all to see how it all ties together. Now, some of you know me personally, and some of you don't know me at all. Some will say that is absolutely you, and some people are like, I don't know. But when I go through this chart and I did it myself, I'm like, okay, now things make sense. So this is my chart, putting myself out there. Obviously my name, date of birth, when I was born, where I was born. So with that information, that is how you get your full chart. You need to know your date of birth, you need to know your time, and you need to know where, because that gives you where the planets were at the time that you were born. And I'm going to add in here because, well, it does say down at the bottom, but up at the top where it says Libra and there's a parentheses and the R, you see the R's in there, that means retrograde. You have the Chiron, so that the Chiron came up, your ascendant, your mid-heaven or mid-haven. So all of everything I just talked about, this is my chart reading, right? So my sun is in Taurus. That's what I was born into. My sun is Taurus. The sun represents my core self, vitality, and creative energy. Being in Taurus, I am likely to possess traits like being steadfast, loyal, practical, and patient. I might appreciate routine and physical comforts, and I have a strong aesthetic sense. I value stability and may be resistant to change. That is somewhat true. It depends on what the change is. Okay, let's just say that. Moon in Virgo. The moon represents my emotional self, my instincts, and my unconscious. With the moon in Virgo, I am likely analytical and detail oriented. In my emotional world, I might seek for perfection and order, which can sometimes lead to being overly critical or anxious. I color coded my closet. Okay. I said it. My closet was color coded. My closet was color coded. Okay. I needed to know what was where by what color. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Mercury in Gemini. So Mercury rules communication, intellect, and reasoning. Gemini is Mercury's home sign, amplifies these qualities. I likely have a quick mind, enjoy intellectual stimulation, and have a strong ability to communicate my ideas effectively. That is 1000% true. You can get me off communication all day long. All day long, you can get me off communication. Venus in Gemini. Venus represents love, beauty, and attraction. In Gemini, this suggests that I may have a love for intellectual stimulation and communication. In relationships, I enjoy variety and spontaneity. My relationships may be drawn to witty and interesting individuals. Very true. Mars in Taurus. Mars rules drive, energy, and aggression. With Mars in Taurus, I likely have a determined, if slow and steady, approach to achieving my goals. There might be a strong willpower and resistant to being rushed or pushed. So true. Look, let me come in big. That is so true. Do not rush me. Don't rush me. But I may rush other people and be like, hey, 5 minutes till it's time to go. Okay. I'm all about time, but don't rush me. It literally took me months to put this presentation together. Months. Okay. I take my time. I rest my case. It's true. It's true. Okay. Jupiter in Libra, retrograde. Jupiter represents growth, expansion, and luck. In Libra, this might mean that I find growth and learning through relationships and partnerships. The retrograde motion might suggest that I need to revisit or revise the ways I grow through these partnerships. Saturn in Libra, retrograde. Saturn represents structure, discipline, and challenges. In Libra, there is a force on fairness, balance, and justice. Retrograde motion might suggest a need to reassess how I structure my relationships or my approach to balance and justice. Let me pop in down here at the bottom and say, yes, that's true. I will rethink friendships if need be. If it ain't sitting right, if your energy ain't right, you gotta go. Just saying. Okay, so moving on. Choking myself. Talking stuff. Okay. So what's going on here? Did it change? Okay, there we go. There's more. I promise this is ending soon. There's not much left. So Uranus and Scorpio retrograde. Uranus represents change, revolution, and the unconventional. In Scorpio, this can mean deep transformational change. Retrograde motion suggests revisiting the past changes and Aquarius retrograde. Neptune rules dreams, intuition, and spirituality. In Sagittarius, this might mean a dream or a vision of exploration, adventure, or philosophy. Retrograde motion can suggest a need to reevaluate these dreams or intuitions. Pluto on Libra retrograde. Pluto represents transformation, power, and rebirth. In Libra, this could suggest a transformation, power in relationships, and focus on balance and fairness. Retrograde motion may imply a need to revisit past transformation or power dynamics. North Node in Leo retrograde. The North Node represents my life's purpose or karmic direction. In Leo, this suggests a journey towards self-expression, creativity, and leadership, i.e. my YouTube channel. Retrograde motion might mean a need to reassess how I approach these themes. I was indecisive about what the type of information I wanted to put on my channel because I wanted it to be peaceful, loving, positive, all of that fun stuff. So, yeah, that makes sense. Chiron in Taurus. Chiron, Chiron, Chiron. I'm probably saying it wrong. Again, y'all come for my life. It's fine. I'm unbothered. Our wounds represents our wounds and how we heal others through our own experiences. In Taurus, this could relate to issues of self-worth, stability, and material security. Again, putting out information, helping people to understand themselves as well as those around them. That is true. Ascendant in Leo, the ascendant or rising sign represents my outward behavior, first impressions, physical appearance. With Leo ascendant, I likely come across as confident, charismatic, and creative. I may enjoy being the center of attention and might have a natural talent for leadership. I don't enjoy being the center of attention. I really don't. Like, that's why it takes me so long to put videos out. I'm not trying to be seen. Let's just keep it real. But I do agree with the rest of it. But no, I do not like being the center of attention. Midheaven, MC in Aries, the midheaven represents, or midheaven, my public image, career, and aspirations. With the MC in Aries, I might be driven and ambitious in my career, with a desire to pioneer or lead in my chosen field. I may value independence, assertiveness, and in my professional life. This is all true. I have multiple websites where I do personal virtual assistants. I do all types of things that I like to be independent. I don't like working for other people. I have my own businesses for a reason. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have technically a 9 to 5. But I enjoy jobs that are independent. I work for the county and I could work from home or work in the office, and we were unbothered half the time. The managers weren't there. And so it just fit. It worked for me. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Last, we're getting there. We're getting there. I know it's a lot. We're getting there. Personality and characteristics with Sun and Taurus. I'm a practical and reliable person, often preferring routine and stability over sudden changes and unpredictability. Taurus is also known for its connection to the material world, so I might have a strong appreciation for physical comforts, beauty, and luxury. So true. Having my moon in Virgo could indicate that my emotional self is analytical, detailed oriented, and service minded. This might mean that I am driven by a need to feel useful and productive. I might find emotional satisfaction in helping others. I have been a personal care attendant for 20 years. My son was in my stomach. I've always done PCA and helping others, just being a virtual assistant, doing all that I do for other YouTube channels, setting people up. Yeah, I do a lot. I love helping other people. That's absolutely correct. My ascendant in Leo suggests that the way that I present myself to the world may be charismatic, warm, and confident. I might have a natural talent for leadership and desire to stand out or be recognized for my achievements. Maybe I don't like look for that attention, but I mean, I enjoy when I achieve something and I do like to share. I'm not looking for someone to be like, "Oh my god, good job," cuz trust me, I'm praising myself all day long. Um Friendships with Venus in Gemini, I might enjoy a diverse social circle with varied interests and viewpoints. I might enjoy intellectual stimulation with my friendships and be drawn to people who can keep me mentally engaged. And that is a fact. Careers. So, under careers, again, all of this information is based off of the information that is at the top, the chart details. So under careers, Mercury and Gemini might indicate strong communicator. YouTube channel, Talkaboutitakinah, hello. With a quick, adaptable mind, which could be useful in careers involving writing, teaching, or marketing. Teaching you guys about astrology. The placement of Mars in Taurus might suggest a steady and persistent energy towards achieving goals. Absolutely. Making me good in fields requiring long term perseverance. Correct. My MC mid heaven in Aries might suggest a career path that allows me to assert my independence, take initiative, or be in a leadership role. This could be anything from entrepreneurship to roles in competitive business sections. And yes, that is all true. For careers, it suggests financial advisor or accountant. Taurus and Virgo are both practical signs, often good with details and finances. And again, I have Virgo as my moon and Taurus as my sun. It says event planner. This would utilize my Taurus love for beauty, Virgo's eye for detail, and Leo's leadership. Environmental scientists, earth signs like Taurus and Virgo might be drawn to careers involving environment. Public relations specialists, Leos are often great at managing public image and communication. I don't see myself doing that. I really don't. But that's just what it generated for me. Under business, Jupiter in Libra retrograde could suggest that I may experience growth and fortune in areas related to harmony, balance, and partnerships. This might mean that business related to beauty, design, or mediation could be particularly fruitful. I do like design. Beauty, yeah. Businesses would be good for me. Luxury goods, retail, tourist love for the finer things could be channeled into a business selling luxury items. Personal training or health I can't talk. consultancy. Virgo's concern for service and health could play well here. Yeah, that's probably not a good one for me. Event management company combining Taurus's aesthetics, Virgo's meticulousness, and Leo's leadership. Maybe. But honestly, sometimes I say people kind of get on my nerves. I'm quick to be like, okay, I'm done, because people stress me out. I love people, but they can stress me out. Interior design, this could be utilized Taurus's appreciation for beauty and Virgo's attention to detail. I had a friend who is a Taurus, and interior design would be absolutely perfect for her. That is it. Look at that, guys. We made it to the end. Only an hour and 15 minutes. I thought it was going to be longer than that. Be sure to subscribe. Comment your thoughts on now that you know more about astrology. Tell me what you think. Tell me if everything that I said applies to you. Look, I'm going to pop myself in here down at the bottom. Share this with others and see if they say, yes, this is accurate. Ask them about you. Have them comment, so-and-so sent me to watch this video, and yes, this fits her or him. To get a breakdown of your chart, click the link for my website. I may or may not put the link in there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's very tedious to do the charts. If you really, really, really want a chart, comment below and you can message me directly. The charts are going to be like $150 because, as you can see, like if we go back, the charts, there's a lot to your personal chart, right? So I need your time of birth. If you guess, it's just not going to be accurate. And so it may apply, it may not. If you have your exact time of birth, it will be 1,000% accurate. And if you know exactly where you were born, because if you give me false information, it just doesn't apply to you. It doesn't hurt me, it hurts you, because you will not get a full, genuine reading. But it breaks down everything, so it tells you like your personality, your characteristics, friendship, careers, business. It gives you all of that. So if you want a full detail, I need all that information, but it's going to be $150, and it's going to be, depending on how many I get, it's going to be anywhere from 3 to 5 days, maybe, because I have to really generate all that information and put it in a PDF for you. So I may or may not have the link in the description below, but comment birth chart and we'll go from there. As for now, guys, we are a minute and almost 20 minutes in. I'm ending it because I'm sure your butts are tired from sitting wherever you are watching this video. Again, be sure to subscribe. The next video, let me take a look. The next video. Okay. So this video is dropping Thursday. And then I'm going, actually, I know, see, I'm being indecisive, and I ain't even got Libra in my chart like that, sarcastically speaking. So I'm going to drop this video this coming Saturday, which will be the 26th. It's my sister's birthday. We in Virgo season. The following week, which is going to be the 31st, and the 2nd is going to be the first part 1 and part 2 of Aries. Okay, so let me get in close. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Let me go like this because I think this is so cute. Anyways, so this is dropping August 26th, Saturday. Then Aries will be dropping the following week, that Thursday and Saturday. And then Taurus will be the following week, that Thursday and Saturday, and so on. So whatever your zodiac sign is, or if you want someone to drop it, in each video, I will say, hey, part 1 dropping this day, part 2 this day. Next video is Taurus dropping such and such day. Okay. I will link all videos in the description so you can get back to either this one or part 1 or part 2 of whatever video. Okay. As for now, I'm your girl, Talkaboutitakinah. I am Takina, and I literally just talked all about it. Be sure to subscribe.